I have 4 songs from the 1970s that only use 4 chords apiece to play them all the way through. And if you make it to the end and you played all 4 with me, tell me in the comments below that you joined the Played 'Em All Club. Okay, to quickly learn these songs, I'm going to give you the chords you need for each song, what the strumming pattern will be to play through them, and I'll also give you a little cue of what the first vocal notes are of the lyrics to get you started. A lot of times when we hear those first few notes, we can start singing along with the rest of the song. Let's dive into them. And as always, I've included a free PDF downloadable cheat sheet that has the songs and lyrics. You could follow along, print them out, or look at them on your phone when you want to play these. Okay, song number 1. This is a band that I actually kind of relate with the 60s, but they started the 1970s out with this big hit, Let It Be by the Beatles. The 4 chords you need to play through this whole song: C, G, A minor, and F. And for you beginners, the F you can use is the easier one. It's called an F major 7, but it's the one that just has 3rd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G, 1st fret of the B, and you can leave the high E open without doing that bar that makes F chords a little bit challenging when you're starting out. Here's the strumming pattern for this song. 2 strums a piece for the chords to get through the whole verse, and I'll show you how we want to end the verse with a little single note part here. 2 strums of the C first. 2 strums of the G after that, 2 strums of the A minor, 2 strums of the F, go back to 2 strums of the C, 2 strums of the G, and then when we want to wrap it up, this is a cool way to wrap it up. Let me show you that. I hit the F with 1 strum, and then I use the D string 2nd fret by itself, open D by itself, and then land on the C chord. So you can get this. Okay, so there's your verse. Now for the chorus, we're going to still be using those chords, different order, but still keep the 2 strums a piece going. For the chorus, we begin with the A minor, and then the C, then the F, 2 apiece, back to C. We're going to do another C to start the 2nd line, a G, and then remember how we ended the verse with that F and the D riff to the C? Do the same thing there. And that's your chorus. Okay, and finally, to be able to start singing and playing that song when you get comfortable with the chord changes, this is the first vocal note you'll use to begin the singing. Now, the vocal note is hidden kind of within the chord. So when you start on that C chord, the open G is what he begins to sing. When I find. So if you match your voice to that open G, you can get calibrated to sing the rest of the song. When I find my. All right, song number 2 from the 1970s decade, from 1971, Rod Stewart's Maggie May. I just love this song. It reminds me of this movie, Lords of Dogtown, a skateboard movie that this song was in, and I'm sure you have associations with this song as well, but let's dive into it. The 4 chords we need to get through this whole song is an A, a G, a D, and we're going to be having an E minor in there as well. Okay? Now the strumming pattern to do this is we're going to be doing this down, 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 up per chord. So check this out with the A, and then the G does the same. So A, and then the D, we're going to do it twice for the end of this. So this D goes twice at the end of the verses always. So A, G, double D. Repeat it. All right, now there's this pre-chorus that comes up. I know they keep you amused is the lyrics there. And we're going to be doing that same pattern, but not do the double D. We're going to do G to D with that pattern. Now, bring the G back again, but then go to A. All right, for this turnaround here, oh Maggie, I couldn't have tried any more. We're gonna do the E minor with that same pattern. And I'm sneaking one little hidden chord in there. I know it's all 4-chord songs, but this is so close to the A, it doesn't really count. Take the A chord, drop it down to the last 3 strings at the top 3. It's an F sharp minor 7. They do that as a really quick change. Feels just like the A, so we won't count it. And we're gonna strum that same pattern. Down, 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 up, down, up. Back to the E minor for 2. So it goes like this. Okay, so that's the verse and the pre-chorus. Chorus is really easy. We're going to be going E minor to A 3 times with that pattern. Just to say we're alone. 3rd time. Wrap it up with the D twice. And that's it. You got your verse, pre-chorus, and chorus of Maggie May. Okay, for that starting vocal note to cue it is, again, we're starting with the A chord, so the vocal note's kind of hidden in that A chord. It's gonna be that high E. Wake up, Maggie. Match with that high E, it gets you started for the first few lyrics to get you running and singing the song. Okay, song number 3 from the 1970s. This is coming from 1972. I didn't plan them to fall in that order, but they just did. But this is the inspirational hit from Bill Withers, Lean On Me. And this is a really cool one because it has an intro to it that's instrumental that people will recognize the minute you play it. Right? So I'm going to show you the chords and then that little riff in between so you can be able to play this whole song. One thing about this song is you only need 3 chords instead. I know I added an extra one from the last song real quick in there, so we'll make up for it making this one only 3 chords. So the chords we need, C, F. If you, again, are a beginner, the real F that has the little bar over the 1 first fret of the B and E string, that's the one that's preferred. If you happen to want to still keep that easier F going, it won't damage the song, it'll still sound okay. But if you can work on that little bar at the top, it really sounds nice with the song. And then a G. That's what we use in the song. So for the riff, though, we're going to play a C first. And then walk this little melody on the A string, hit the note your finger's already on, your ring finger, 3rd fret of the A. Open up the D, 2nd fret of the D, and then play the F chord. So it sounds like C, 3, O, 2, F. Okay, now we're gonna strum the F again and go backwards from that 2-0 on the D, back to the C. So kind of forward back to that F. To wrap it up, we're gonna start again the same, 3 on the A, open D, 2 on the D. Now, we're gonna do a G chord, but a little special one. Put your fingers ready for an actual 4-fingered G shape, but take off the top 2, like no ring, no pinky, leave the B and E string open and strum that chord. It's a G6 technically, and then place them back down. So, okay, now we're gonna repeat everything again and end a little bit different. C, 3, O, 2, F, 3, 2, O, C. And I'm gonna same start, 3, O, 2, real G now, and a C. And that's what creates this whole song going through. So you could keep that riff going and play and sing it, or if you wanna just play the chords and sing the notes in between. All right, what's nice about this vocal note to start the singing part is it's the first note your finger's on for the C chord. It's kind of a low one. Sometimes in our follows those same notes we've been playing, so you can really keep, again, that melody moving to help guide your vocals when you want to play and sing this too. Hey, if you're finding the video helpful, it really helps out the channel if you do a hammer-on by hammering on the like button below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This way you'll get alerts if I put out new videos or jump on live. Okay, song number 4 from the 1970s that only use 4 chords to get all the way through. And remember, if you made it through and played all 4 with me, tell me in the comments below that you've joined the Played 'em All Club. Love to see how many of you made it all the way through. This song, I love this one as well. Van Morrison, Tupelo, Honey. The chords we're going to use, let me show you here without the capo. We'll bring the capo in the mix to match the key. But the chords we need to get through this whole song, G, C, D, and then there's a B minor in the song. Now, as a beginner, I know B minor might be not in your wheelhouse yet. It's a bar chord. Believe me, you want to learn that one. Definitely first of all your bar chords. It's in a lot of songs. I'll show you an easier way to play it if you can't do them yet, but here's the real B minor that you want to begin working on. Bar the 2nd fret with your pointer finger and create underneath that bar the shape of an A minor chord. Okay, that's what the B minor is right there. And again, it's one of those ones that's in a lot of songs, so you want to get better at it. If you want some more help, check out my other videos that I focus on teaching about bar chords and how to make them happen if they're still buzzing for you. So B minor, and if you want the easy version to get through the song because you're not quite there yet, real simply ring finger on the 4th fret of the G, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and then the pointer finger lands on the 2nd fret of the high E. And just strum the last 4 strings. You can still get through the song using that as a B minor without barring yet. Okay, now to match the key of the song, we're gonna put the capo on number 3rd fret there, clamp that down, and then we're still using those same chords, just in a different position. So we're still gonna be using the G, D, B minor, and C in this whole thing. But here's the strumming you wanna do. The song does the same progression over and over. It will always start out with the G to B minor, 2 strums apiece. Okay, here's the E to B minor. Now, we're gonna land C to G, okay, after those first 2 chords. But watch my rhythm on this C to G. 1 and 2 and. That little gap in time, 1 and 2 and, really makes the song come to life. So it's not always on the downbeats when he's changing that last chord. So G, 2, B minor, 1 C, 1 and 2 and 3. All right, now we're gonna repeat those same chords. The only difference is the last chord. Okay, now watch the 2nd line. G, B minor, same rhythm with that C. Okay, so the whole song is G, B minor, C, G, then it's G, B minor, C, D. That's it. And always land those last 2 chords with that mute, and that creates that cool pocket that they made in time. All right, and finally, to start your vocals out to match Van Morrison, it's really hard to mimic his great voice, but to hit those first couple notes where you could take all the T in China, open B, 3rd fret of the B, 5th fret of the B, get you your first few notes. You can take, and then you'll be strumming it, you'll be singing it right after that G chord comes in. You can take,